Davis.
We are at the newest stadium in the NFL, and its inaugural year. There's a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Diego Chargers and the Minnesota Vikings. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. A gain of 6 there on first.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Offense needs 11, have to think pass here on 3rd down. Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Following the interception, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Play clock winding down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Time quickly to look at the Chargers defense.
Corey Legion is rapidly making a name for himself as a defensive tackle. Knows how to penetrate upfield and disrupt plays in the backfield.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
5 yards to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
They come up in an offset eye. To throw, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Well, there's one you don't see often, the illegal forward pass.
And the reason we don't see it very often is the quarterback has to be totally beyond the line of scrimmage for the flag to come out. If any part of the quarterback is behind the line of scrimmage when he throws the ball, then it's not an illegal forward pass.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Now Blair Walsh for the Viking field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you can see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
The 2nd down throw for Winston. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. One receiver left, that's Allen. First down, Winston. Henry's got it out on the left side. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A first down throw for Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 13 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
2nd down following the run. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that plan any down.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. They come up in an offset eye. Bridgewater now. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Love the run right there, and when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Second down, 8. They'll try to throw here now. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing. And no, not quite at that level.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 8 yards to go here on second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Winston keeps it himself.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down. And they convert another one right here to move the chains.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Partner into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make?
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. There he goes right side. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands.
Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Jameis now on first down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
On second down, Winston again. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
On third down, Winston. Open man, it's Allen. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. One receiver left. That's Allen. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Winston now from the 50. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
First and 10, Winston. And right side, Henry's got it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Again, it's Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. To the air again with Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
On third down, Bridgewater to the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. That's caught by Treadwell. 11 yards for number 11. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Four yards remaining now on second down. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. And again, it's Bridgewater. He's got time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys...
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Trey Waynes. So a first down and 5 for the offense. From the gun, Winston. Allen has it left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
It's a gain of 17 that time. And that'll be good for a San Diego first down. From the red zone now, Winston. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. Bridgewater to throw it. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Returnable here from the 38. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, oh no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They'll come from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. First down, Winston. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. second down here after the incomplete pass. The second down throw for Winston. And caught by Henry. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And they only need a little bit here. Third down and very short. On 3rd and 1. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Let's go. 180.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They come out here in the I. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw him up and get the 1st down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
Even score late in the 4th. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Fresh set of downs here. Winston to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Here's Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Back to throw. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. And that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He's back to throw. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Red zone opportunity. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we do.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And his kick here is good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And now San Diego getting set to go. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Jameis now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.